Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Jack the Omega, and I really just wanted to make a quick video on 2.5. Not even just 2.5, let me just say season 2 in general. Let me not lie, let me go first of all and say, like, it was very nice. The story was okay, but I have so many problems with it that I just had to talk about it. Okay, let's start with number one. And one of the first things that I have to say is season two felt so rushed and underdeveloped. Within no questions were answered, no developments where there were no developments, and it didn't feel like there was a direction this season. I started season two. Obviously, most of us were hyped. New area, Phylum Heights. Oh, new faction, new system. Oh, we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna do that, and we also got motivation. We also got like information like from the mail that the proxies are going to be able to get stronger under Yishuan, and learn more about their powers and the connection to the HDD. But so far, it feels like there has been nothing. Like, what did they even do? What did they even do this patch? I'll start off with my first problem, and that was obviously the first statement. The proxies, there was like no development to them. Both Wise and Bell in season 2, they didn't feel like siblings. They didn't feel, like how they did back in season 1. In season 1, there was this dynamic, you watch even the cutscenes, how they are close and how they are so different from each other at the same time, but they still, work together in a way that feels natural. In season 2, it just felt so. Why did they feel so off? They barely work together, and the only time that they sort of work together is just, oh, okay, when maybe like Bell wants to like clarify something. I don't want to like using this comparison, but think of it like in Genshin Impact, how you have like, okay, other characters talking to the traveler, and then Paimon sort of repeats what they say. I know that's like a terrible comparison, but I have to like just say it like that. They didn't feel connected. They just felt so distant, and it was just annoying for me though. And second of all, didn't even get to learn anything, like nothing about their eyes, nothing about their powers. What I was expecting was, oh, okay, they come to, like just like how they said now. The mayor said back in 1.7, or was it 1. Yeah, it was 1.7 back in season 1. And they were like, oh, the Yishuan, okay, we're gonna introduce you to Yunkwei Summit where you guys will train and learn and get stronger and learn more about your powers. And it was kind of amazing because you're like, oh, finally, oh, in 2.0, that means we're going to be able to play as the proxies, and we're going to fight, and we'll be wondering like, oh, what type of element are they going to be using? Is it going to be ether, just because they are very special, and ether is the hardest element to wield in that game, and all those other things. But we got nothing. All they did is just navigate and just like lifting some boxes and just a whole lot of meh. Just the normal proxy B. There was no greater development on them. It was just felt so flat. Like, what did they even do? Other than like, obviously, in the last chapter where his power sort of saved, Yishongwan, but there was still no explanation on like what their powers did. Nothing. It's just like, oh, it happens and they don't just talk about it. Same thing that happened in 1.7 or was it 1.6 when the proxy saved Vivian that time before she died, and nothing was said about the powers. Same thing again, nothing was said about the powers when Bringer exploded on them. Nothing was said about the powers. So what the hell was the point of them coming to Yukwe Summit if all they're going to do is just walk around in a hollow and just move some fucking boxes or remove a certain tumors? It was just so underwhelming. Oh my, do I have a lot to say about Yishuan out here moving like a fraud? But jokes aside though, why was Yishuen's writing so weak throughout season 2? We literally learned nothing about her after 2.1. After the whole case with the fiend, is like she was non-existent. And at least I would have liked the fact that, oh okay, they would have given like proper explanations as to why she wasn't where she is. You can't just keep it vague and just be like, oh my gosh, we can't reach her, we tried her, we can't reach her. Like, that makes zero sense. It would have made more sense if it was like, oh okay, she's given some like void hunter task to like carry out, maybe in Hollow Zero or something like, you get like reasonable proper reason to her not being available, and not just some vague thing like, oh she we just can't reach her, we just can't reach her. Like, that was so annoying. I just wish, and I hope that, okay, they don't do something like this for maybe like another powerful character in the future, because of, man, it was just not nice, honestly. Because you'd be like, where are you? Where is this person in such an important moment? And you're just like, oh. And she's the same one being compared to Miyabi? Like, come on, guys. And let me talk about Yin Shungguan. Holy, I wish they introduced that way earlier into the story and not just from like 2.4's ending, because she's the type of character, and especially her story, like the story arc, should have been developed throughout the season, in my opinion. Because the way how it was moving and her relationship with the proxy in a crush type of way, I would understand that yes, he's technically the best friend she made, around that age, and she really, really likes him, like in a crush type of way, or as a love. But man, I just wished that they had introduced her earlier into the story so that their relationship can feel more real and not just sort of forced, if you get what I mean. Just have to say it again, man. I really, really enjoyed this patch. This patch had all the highs. I really enjoyed it. Like, 2.0 when it first started with the whole story up to where we got to fight the Exaltist, the twist to Isolda, and yeah, everything else was very, very nice. This patch was very enjoyable, but like I said, it was just so underdeveloped, and there are so many things. I liked the fact, I like the whole, Adventures Endgame type vibe when it came to fighting that creator. I liked, there's the scene with Yijuan, the Yishengwan's brother. That scene was very, very nice. Like, how he was calling them out, like, holy shit. But like I said again, this is another reason why I wish, like, they had gotten more writing. They should have developed this type of tension across the chapter, and not just towards the ending. So it's one point, like I said, it was very nice. I enjoyed it, and man, his VA did a fantastic job. Let me know. It was quite enjoyable. But yeah, that was also like some of my favorite things about the chapter. And I just want to say, like, every gacha game has its moments. Every gacha game has that weak arc that a lot of people do not like. But I just want to say, I hope and I know that Zenless will bounce back, because the only way to go is up. Because I honestly believe that they could have done a much better job with this chapter, but like the writing was just all over the place. There was like no sense of direction, like I would say. So, but I really hope for the best, and I really hope it gets better down the line. Just wanted to make like a quick rant. But as always, thanks for watching. I know there are a lot of things I said that will just be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But hopefully you enjoyed the video, and yeah, that'll be all. See you guys in another video.